Hello, and welcome to Skyward Credit Union's online banking tutorial. In this video, we will show you how to complete transactions such as transfers, loan payments, bill pay a person, and pay member to member. Also, how to request a check and add an external account from an outside financial institution. Let's get started. We're going to move on down our menu options here. Under transactions, you have transfer funds. So this is where you can transfer back and forth between your savings and checking accounts. You would even be able, I'll show you here in a moment, how you can add an external account, an outside financial institution, and be able to move money between those. So you select the account it's coming from, select where it's going to, type in the amount, and then select your frequency. So you can either just do a one-time transfer today, or maybe you want to set up a recurring transfer. Now, please keep in mind, if you set up a recurring transfer, you are the only one who's able to edit that information. So Skyward, unfortunately, would not be able to manipulate that from our side. We are happy to walk you through it if you call or come into us, but you would have to edit it through your online banking or delete it through your sign-on. You can also do a memo. As soon as you hit transfer funds, it is done instantaneously and moved immediately to the account you want it to go to, if it's an internal account. Now, if it's going to an outside institution that you set up, it goes through the ACH process, so if you don't get it that day, it would be next business day. Under loan payments, you can make your loan payments here at Skyward. So you are able to make payments to any loan that you're primary or joint on. You can make payments to your credit card through this method. You can request a loan payoff. It would give you that payoff balance. It tells you the current balance, next payment date, next payment due date is also displayed, next payment due. You have the option of setting up a recurring payment here. So you can do a one-time, you select where it's from, what loan it's going to, the amount, and if you select recurring, same rules apply. If you want to change that or delete that later on, you would have to log in and change that yourself. We're not able to change that on our side at Skyward. Please keep that in mind. You can set a memo here. Once you hit submit, that transfer is set up for you. Under bill pay, we do have a free bill pay service. If you use this on our previous online banking, that should look the exact same to you. I'm only going to touch on a few things here for time's sake, but you can add a payee. It's pretty user-friendly. It gives you a frequently used payee list you can choose from. If it's not there, you just add your own payee. So again, I'm just testing this out. So I would type in my merchant name. It would ask you for the account number and zip code. You would hit next, and it would walk you through the verification process. Under payments, if I go back, I'll show you how you can edit a payee. So when you click on the merchant name, you have the edit payee option. This is where you can go and update any of that information. You can also delete the payee here by hitting submit once you've checked that, and it deletes it from your list. I'm going to go back to that main screen. I just want to show you if you have any merchants that you've paid recently, it would show under pending until it has processed. And then your history also of the last 45 days of payees that you've made payments to. So that's your bill pay service, completely free. If you have any further questions, please give us a call on the number I provided. Our contact center, they are masters at that. Under pay a person, this is a way to pay a friend via the debit card method. So this is similar to Venmo. If any of you use that, you would put in the name of your friend, and you would have to know either their email or their mobile phone number. You'd put in the amount. Let's say I'm going to pay Amy for lunch today. Put in your amount. You select the Skyward debit card that you have entered. So this is only Skyward debit cards that you're paying from. You can add the card here if you have more than one. And then a memo. So let's say I'm paying Amy back for lunch. Once I hit continue, if I put in her mobile number here, she's going to get a text, and then she would enter her debit card number through the secure method it walks her through. So I will never see her debit card information. She enters that on her end, and she will never see my debit card information either. It is completely secure. Under member to member, this is also a new feature. This is a way to send money from a Skyward to another Skyward account. You have two options here. You can do either a single one-time transfer, or you can also link this account where it would show up under your transfer funds option. So I'll walk you through a single transfer. Let's say my sister took my kids to the zoo today for a fun day. I would select the account that I'm transferring from and put in the amount that I wanted to pay her for that. My description up here is going to be Zoo. I do have to know her account number here at Skyward, that base number, and also the share or loan ID. It's going to be 4 digits that you would need from them, so you would be in contact with that individual. You'll select if it's a checking, savings, or loan, and then you have to input the first 3 of the last name. I have used this personally. Once you hit submit, it was in their account within about 30 seconds, so it leaves my account and it's in theirs within that time frame. Pretty fast. Request a check. This is an option to have a check mailed to yourself. It would be payable to the address on file here with us. So you would select where that check's coming from. It would have your name in the payee line. You can input the amount, the process date if you want that to happen today or a future date. You can even add a memo. Once you hit send check, please allow up to 7 days to receive that check. All right. We talked a little bit on the home screen about linking outside institutions for informational purposes only, right, to play around with your budget and things like that. Well, now I'm going to show you an option under Add External Account where you can add that outside financial institution and transfer back and forth from your Skyward account to that account. Has some pretty thorough instructions here for you. I'm going to give you the basics. What you'll need is your account number at that financial institution. You'll need to label if it's a checking or savings account and then input the routing number. Once you've done that, and again, I've done this personally, it takes anywhere from about 1 to 3 days. You will see 2 micro deposits in that other financial institution that you enter. You will need to log back in. Once you see those micro deposits, you'll need to log back into your Skyward account and select Verify External Account. It will have 2 fields for you to enter in those micro deposits, and they will be anywhere between a penny to $1. So let's say I got 5 cents and 25 cents. I would enter those fields and hit verify or confirm. Once I've done that, I would then see that external account show up under transfer funds, and I'll be able to move to and from that account. It would show just like this. Very cool. That's under Add External Account. So you have a week to get back in there and input those micro deposits that were sent.